Yo, what up YouTube? It's been a while since I did my last post, and some things have changed and some things have not changed, but I wanted to introduce my dog Hazel while she's here. She's my baby. She's big and beautiful, aren't you? She's a bit camera shy. She doesn't quite understand what's going on. What else is new? I got my referral letter for tea. Okay, so I'll tell you the story about this. I've been living in Auckland for ages, and while I was up there I went to a place called Auckland Sexual Health, which is based out in, well, the one I went to is based out in Waitakere, and I went and saw a psychologist lady thing there. Lady thing. She was a lady, and she was great. She was really good. I just went and had like an hour with her, and she was really good, and she gave me a referral to Dr. Rick Franklin, who works out of Green Lane. He's an endocrinologist. Well, yeah, he's the main dude anyway in Auckland. So I went and saw him, and I didn't really like the guy, to be honest. He sounded like he knew what he was talking about, and I thought he gave good advice. I just thought his manner was terrible, and so I wasn't really keen on going back to him. And I moved back down here to Hamilton anyway, back in with Mum and Dad, and so I just left it. And I was talking to one of the trans guys who's down here in Hamilton. There aren't very many of us. I think there's like 3, maybe, in the whole Waikato area. I'm sure there's more, they just haven't come out of the woodwork. So I was talking to this dude, and he recommended a doctor who works out of Ngarawahia, which is this little bro town about 10 minutes outside of where I live. So I went and saw this guy. His name is Dr. Warren Robertson, and he was fantastic. He deals with pretty much all the trans people in the Waikato area, and he was just the coolest dude. I had to wait for ages to get in to see him, but he was really onto it, dude. So he just got me to go and have some blood tests, and I went and had blood tests. They were fasting blood tests. I had to fast for like 12 hours or something. But I overslept and fasted too long, but that didn't seem to matter, so that's all good. Anyway, about, I don't know, a week, maybe a little bit longer later, this came in the mail, which is my referral. It says, "I have referred you to the endocrinology clinic today, so they will contact you directly with an appointment." And I received this, well, it was written on the 27th of April, and it's now the 15th of May. And I'm getting annoyed because it's taking forever for me to get an appointment at the endocrinology clinic. I called them up 2 days ago, I think, and they were like, "Yeah, we received the referral on the 30th, but sweet FA has been done about it." And I was like, "Well, that's great." And she was like, "I have no idea when anything's gonna happen. I can't tell you anything. I'm just a fucking receptionist." So I was like, yeah, just whatever. New Zealanders, man. I was bitching about it to a friend of mine. I was just like, all we want to do is sit in the sunshine and drink beer. That's all we want to do. And so whenever you employ a New Zealander to do anything, it takes like 50 years for it to ever happen. But that's alright. I'll just be patient. It's just, I could be patient if I knew that it was happening, if I knew when it was happening. If it was happening in 3 months, I'd be like, sweet, whatever, you're booked out. You're only one dude for the entire Waikato, whatever. But no one has told me anything. They didn't even bother to send a letter saying, "We got your referral." So, not very impressed, but it's what I have to deal with, so whatever, I'll deal with it. Another thing that's pissing me off at the moment is names and pronouns. People are terrible. My dad, he's alright with my name. He's pretty much got my name sussed now. My mum, forget about it. She never remembers. She always calls me by my old name, which is really not even that much different from Ash. And so I'm like, you know what? Ugh, it's frustrating me. And they're both really awful with pronouns. They're getting better. I remind them if they say something wrong. I'm like, no, he. I've got really kind of anal about it. Couple of my friends, really good, really awesome. Couple more of my friends, not so awesome. So it's kind of a 50-50 breakdown with other people. So I'm just having to remind myself to be patient. I just don't like correcting people. I feel feel bad for them to be like, no, you're wrong, please say it this way. But I guess I'm just gonna have to. It's gonna be easier for them, I guess, once shit starts happening. But I'm like, you know what, can we not wait until then? Can you start doing it now? I was actually with one of my mates who's not very good with my name and pronouns, and we went to the service station, and the guy behind the counter was like, this dude, do, and I was like, yes! But my mate, I could tell he was like kind of embarrassed by it, and as soon as I speak it gives the game up, so I was just like mute for the whole time, and it was fun. I think the guy thought I was a bit weird because I wasn't talking, but at least he thought I was a dude. That was pretty cool. And also, at the theatre where I was taking notes because this friend was musical director for a musical that's happening there. The stage manager, who incidentally I thought was a complete tosser, she came out, and it's the musical they're putting on is Oliver, and so they've got like a 12-year-old boy or something playing Oliver. She walks up and she's like, "Are you Oliver?" And I was like, yeah, no, I'm not. It was embarrassingly hilarious. So yeah, there was like 2 bits of male boosting in one evening. It was pretty funny. Another thing I've been doing, I'm job hunting at the moment, and oh, that's such a painful process. It takes ages to search through all the listings, and then you have to change your CV and like write a cover letter for each individual job that you apply for. And I'm confused slightly as to how to market myself because legally I should probably be using my old name, and if they check my references they'll be like, oh yeah, well, this dude Ash applied, and they'll be like, more. So the last one I did, I just applied as Ash, and I changed my name on my CV and everything. So you know what, as far as they're concerned, that's my name. So I'm gonna try that approach. But if I get an interview, you know, it's gonna be embarrassing. Kind of, you know, people build up this thing, what they expect, and you walk in and you're like, hi, I'm the latest freak to work at your workplace. Isn't this gonna be exciting? I'm a good freak to have work for you, for sure, but it's, I guess, getting people over that first initial thing. It's really, it just makes me want to go and hide in a hole for ages until I'm post-transition, and then I'll emerge as this new thing. At the moment I feel kind of, I don't know, weird and inappropriate. So yeah, I guess I kind of avoid going anywhere and doing anything and meeting anyone because I don't want to have to do it. Oh yeah, I have a new tattoo as well. I went and visited my friend who lives in Papamoa, which is over by Tauranga, it's on the east coast, and she's teaching herself how to tattoo, and I was like, practice on me bro, by all means. And so she did. I just went through the book of tattoos she had, and I was like, that one's pretty cool. And so she did this. It's Phoenix. I picked somewhere unobtrusive so that I don't like having any of my tattoos showing. Well, any of my tattoos, I make it sound like I have heaps. I have one on my back and this one. But yeah, it's somewhere where I can just kind of hide it away and no one will have to notice it's there. So that was pretty cool. Another development. I love tattoos. I want to get more. Aside from that, that's pretty much it. Just doing uni work. Finished a bunch of that and just job searching, and it's painful and boring and reminds me every day of how far I've still got to go, as does the fact that I haven't heard back from the endocrinology clinic either. So I have no idea when any of my goals are. So it's frustrating. I just feel like I'm in limbo a bit at the moment, where I really just want things to happen and nothing's happening. So yeah, that's where things are at the moment. I guess I will do another update when something else fun happens. It's probably not going to be for like another 2 months, but whatever. I should write more on my blog as well, so I get around to doing that. Anyway, this is long and boring, so I'll cut it off. Catch you all later.